Hey everybody, so today I'm going to set up a WordPress website using a domain that I recently purchased. So if you're interested in learning how to create a website, this is probably the easiest way to do it. I'm going to use WordPress. So if that's something you're interested in, this might be an interesting tutorial for you. And if you have any questions, I'll try to answer them the best that I can. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started. And I already purchased the domain from Namecheap right here. So uh, yeah, if you want to purchase your own domain, all you got to do is find a certain name that you want to look up or you want to have. The domain is the address that goes up in the top. It's what you type in when you want to visit a certain website. And for example, I use Skillnack, and this is the domain that I purchased. So when you type in a domain into the search bar, all you got to do is it shows you all the .coms or any domain extension. So if it's already taken, it'll tell you. And there's a whole bunch of different variations that you could choose from. And the price changes depending on what kind of extension that you use or how popular the domain extension is. So yeah, so once you find a domain that you enjoy, you just add it to your cart and just go ahead. You might have to make an account before you could check out, but once you do that, just go ahead, purchase the domain that you want, and then yeah, when you confirmed your purchase, just go to your dashboard, and then your domain should pop up. This is all the list of domains that you should have, and for right now, just make sure that it's showing up. And the next thing we're going to do is connect the domain to a hosting service, so that way you can go right into how you could go right you could go and create the website so it can actually go live. So uh, the hosting company that I use is HostGator, and there's a lot of different hosting companies already out there. So it is a monthly fee to have a hosting. So go ahead and look around. I've heard good things about Bluehost, but I use HostGator and I haven't had any sort of problems. So I enjoy it so far. I use the baby plan. I think that's the one I use. Yeah, the baby plan. It's pretty cheap, as you can see. Starts at $5.95 a month. So this is definitely something you could afford. And the difference between the plans is that with the baby plan, you'll be able to add as many domains that you want to the uh, hosting. So you could have as many websites as you want, and you could add on, like if you had a friend or someone wanted you to create a website for them, you could add their website to your hosting, so uh, their website will go live. So once you decide on a hosting plan and you finish the purchase of that, you're going to log into your hosting, or this one's called customer portal. And what you want to do is connect. It's going to ask for a primary domain, and you could also purchase domains. Most hosting companies allow you to buy domains and from their hosting company, and it'll be easier to connect your domain to the hosting company that you signed up with. But I find Namecheap is pretty much the cheapest domains. That's why I purchased from them. It's only like $1 or $2 less, but all right. So right now we're gonna try to get into the cPanel and log in. So once you get to the cPanel, what we're trying to do is find the name servers. So I'm going to click on Manage, and oh, there we go. So by default, this is going to go to the basic DNS. So just click on this arrow and set it to the custom DNS, and then this is where you're going to put your 2 name servers into. So in order to find out what your name servers are for HostGator, and when you log into the cPanel, just check your service info. And right here it says the primary name server. So you want to take this, copy it, then paste it on the first line, then go back, then copy the second name server and put it over to this, the second line, and then just make sure you save that. So cool. So once that's set up, now your domain is connected with your hosting company. It might take like a couple minutes for it to actually go through, but whoops, put this back on. There we go. All right, cool. So now what you want to do is add on your domain to the hosting server. Do that, you click on Add Domain, and then you want to type in the domain that you purchased into this line. And then these lines should fill up by themselves. And then when you click Add Domain, it should pop up into this list below, so you know that it's been added. And then now what you want to do is go and install WordPress. And to do that, from the cPanel, you want to look for the quick install software right here. And then you're going to click on the WordPress, install WordPress for free. And then click on the domain that you want to install WordPress to. And I already have my WordPress installed onto this website. So what you want to do is just fill in this information right here, and then you'll click install. And what will happen is it'll show you what your admin username is, and it'll give you a password. So make sure you copy both of those down, and that's how you're going to be able to access your website and log in. And from there, you'll be able to use your WordPress dashboard. So I already did that. So in order to access your website, just type in the website domain that you purchased, and then type in -wp admin, and that should take you to the WordPress login screen. right here, and just put in the admin username that you created and the WordPress that was, or password that was given to you. And that should let you log into your WordPress dashboard. And we don't need this anymore. Strange. Should usually take you straight into the WordPress dashboard. I don't know why it's not doing that right now. But what you could do, I'm going to go back to cPanel. So in order to access cPanel quickly, just type in your domain name into the URL and then type cPanel. That should take you back to your cPanel. Then you have to log in with the information that you use to set up your cPanel, which is generally what you use to when you create your hostgator hosting account. So just going to check real quick why it's not taking me to the WordPress website. Was just doing it not too long ago, so cookies could be that. Let me try that. One second. I know the screen is black right now. So just close my browser. Maybe the cookies were doing something, or I needed to cache the browser. So let me try again. Skillnack. Oh, okay. I think because there was a space before this name server. Hopefully that's why it's not working. So might take a minute for that to go through. Just gonna check real quick. All right. So just wait a little bit. Something that's pretty cool that you could do is you could create an email account. So I don't know, if you're creating like a website for your business or something, it looks a little bit more professional if you create your own email account that's not like Gmail or anything like that. So what you could do is you find the domain that you purchased, and that'll be the extension after the @ So for Skillnack, could just put in my name. So it'll be sean@skillmag.com. So someone sent email to that, uh, sent an email to that email account, you could get it. So yeah, it's just something cool, really quick to learn. And it should pop up down here. So that way you can see what email accounts you created and you can delete them. And yeah, so that's just something if you want to create like a contact list or something, which is a page that we're going to be setting up when we can access the dashboard. So let's try this again. Why it keeps doing that? It keeps adding a little space there. All right. Usually this isn't as complicated. So I'm just gonna try to reset back to the default name server, and then re-enter the name servers. Hopefully that'll get rid of that space before the first primary name server. Hopefully that's what's causing the domain to not even show up. Mm-hmm. Try this again. And I also saw this redirect domain, so I deleted that. Maybe that could also be why it's not showing up, because it's saying it's being redirected. So cool. Hopefully that'll be it. That should be the problem. If not, I'll have to go and see why it's doing that. Don't want to be sitting around just trying to fix this one problem. So all right, now it's saying the DNS address, which is the name servers. So it's not saying redirect it, so I think that actually could have been the problem. I don't know why it was doing that. I don't remember asking it to do that. But let's wait for the name servers to finish loading in. And hopefully that'll be the end of that. There we go. Okay. Now it's connected. So it was the redirect domain. I think that was what was causing it to not work. And also that space, you want to make sure that the space or your name servers are exactly how it is. So like any typo will mess it up. So let's log back in. Let's see if it takes us to the dashboard, which it should. Cool, there we go. So don't need this anymore. All right, so here's the WordPress dashboard. Could preview your website by clicking this. So by default, the WordPress theme is going to be the made by WordPress and whatever year it is. So this is either the WordPress 2016 or 17. Not sure if they came out with the 17 yet. So to go back to your dashboard, just click on that again. And so the updates, this is where you're going to click if you need to update your theme or plugin. And you need to make sure that your themes and plugins are always checked or updated, because that could cause some lag or some problems in your website. Yeah, I'll show you what the theme and plugins are if you don't know. So themes, the theme is pretty much the layout of your website. So you want to install different themes based on what kind of website you're creating. So you would have a different theme if you're trying to set up a website for your business, or like a portfolio if you're an artist or trying to showcase your work, or e-commerce. So the default blog is, or default theme is meant for blogs primarily. But yeah, you might want to explore around. You could check themes from here. So where is it? Add new theme. So yeah, so you can check out all the different themes. And different themes, you want to make sure that a certain amount of people have downloaded that theme already. Like this theme only has 3 reviews, so I don't know. You want to go with a theme that at least has like 100 reviews at least, and it's decent. And you want to make sure that the theme is updated regularly. So yeah, So just make sure you're picking quality themes, because a theme can make or break your website. So you might want to click on the popular themes and just browse through. So theme is really important. For right now, because we're just setting up a basic website, I'm just going to leave the theme as it is. So the next thing you should know is the plugins. And the first thing I usually do is just delete any plugins that I don't need. And what a plugin is, it gives you the functionality to your website. So if you want to do anything or have certain features in your website, usually you'll download a plugin and that'll give your website that ability. It's easy to overload on the plugins and add too many, because plugins are really cool, but again, you want to make sure they're high quality and they're updated regularly, and just make sure you don't have too many plugins, because that'll slow down your website. And you want to make sure that your plugin is compatible with your theme, because sometimes they could clash, like the coding inside of them. If it's not clean, it could cause some problems. But first thing I do is just delete any unnecessary plugins. Don't think I need any of these. As a Kismet is usually pretty good. It helps stop spam, and Jetpack could be pretty useful. It does a couple of things. So I don't know, you could keep those ones, but you definitely don't need the Mojo Marketplace, Hello Dolly, which I already deleted, and this Octane Monster. I don't usually use that. So there we go. Yeah, some good plugins to add are click on Add New. So yeah, some basic plugins I always use is like Sumo Me. Yeah, so when you search for plugins, it shows you all the reviews or ratings. So again, you want to pick something that has a decent amount of ratings and active installs. This is how many people currently have the plugin installed. So you want to make sure that this is at least over 1,000, and hopefully you want pretty decent ratings, and make sure it's been updated recently. And optimally, you want to check to see if it's compatible with your WordPress theme. But I don't know, just because it hasn't been tested doesn't mean it doesn't work. But there is a chance that it's not compatible, and that could cause some problems. So, anyways, SumoMe, that's a good one. Helps people find your website and share your content that you create. Contact. This one we're going to end up using. This is going to be used for contact us page that we're going to set up. And what that's going to do is it lets people send emails to you. So that's definitely something most websites want to include. So yeah, that's something we should check out right now is Pages. So Pages, the difference between pages and posts is a post is going to be where, if you're blogging or if you create content, most of your content is going to go on to your posts. And pages are more of like a navigation content page, or specific pages that you want people to visit. And yeah, so let's try to create a page. So first thing, I'm gonna let's go check back on how your website is set by default. So how it's set by default is whenever you create a post, it's gonna show up right here, and it's labeled when it was created and comment. So usually it's ordered chronologically. So we're going to set up and we're going to create our own homepage. So that way you could showcase maybe if you have certain posts that you want to show or people to go click on. And yeah, usually you want to have your own homepage set up. So it's going to be the first thing we're going to create. So we're going to go to pages and call this homepage. And click publish. And then we're going to create all of our pages just right away, just get them out of the way. And these are just the most basic pages that are on most websites, regardless of what kind of website you're creating. So first, you want to create the home page and an about us page. And click publish. Next page we're going to create is a contact us page. And what you could do is when you're creating a page, you could click this preview button and it'll just show what your page looks like. So and what this little area right here is the description area. So you could type in things right here or put in code and basic like HTML or CSS. Actually, I think it might just be HTML, but yeah, you could add in codes right here and it'll show up. So just check right here. So yeah, so it says hello because we put that in the description box. So click publish, and we're going to put all these pages together so it'll make a little bit more sense. Just right now we're just creating the pages just because it's faster that way. And yeah, that should be okay for right now. So now we're going to create a contact form, and we're going to put it into this description area. So that way people are going to be able to send you emails. So comment, or yeah, so if you create a post, since we're already on this tab, if you create a post and someone posts a comment, it'll usually show up right here. So that way you could click if it's spam or approve it, unapprove it, reply. So this just helps create engagement. So you want people to comment on your content. So yeah, I meant to click on contact, which is, this is a plugin that we downloaded, the contact form 7, and that made this tab appear. So we're just going to do the basic, and they already have one set up. So it's the contact form 1. Click on this, And these are going to be all the forms that's going to show up. So it's going to have a place for the person trying to send you a message. They have to put in their name. They have to put in their email, the subject of the message that they're going to send you, and a description box so they could type what it is that they're trying to send, and then the actual send button. So I want to click on mail, and you want to make it, want to set it up so it shows the email address that you want to receive the messages. So I already created an email for this domain, so I'm going to use that. So just put in whatever email that you want to receive the messages up here. So the to, and the from, this is going to be from the person that sent you the message. The subject. Yeah, so that's all you really need to change. Just pick whatever email you want to receive the messages. By default, it's going to be, it's going to use the one that you set up your to install the WordPress. So save. Cool. So let's go back, click on contact, and it's going to give you the short code, and just want to copy this and go back to the pages. And I'm going to click on the contact us. Then what you want to do in the description is you want to click on the text. You need to click on this tab right here in order to put the HTML. If you put the code in the visual section, it's just going to show up as the actual code. Like if I put it in right here, if we check the preview, oh, it actually showed up. But just to be safe, usually you want to put it to the text area. That way you know for sure it's gonna show up right here. So when people visit the contact us page, they're gonna have to fill in this form right here. So they're gonna have to put in their name, their email address, the subject, and whatever message they want to send you. So cool. This is all set. Have your contact page set up. Just going to check the pages that we already created. So yeah, we don't need this page. So yeah, we created the home page, which is when people type in your domain name, this is going to be the page that they first get taken to. An About Us page, usually when you create the About Us page, you want to put in information just to explain what your company or your website is about. So yeah, just fill in as much information as you think's necessary, so people who visit your website know that they're in the right place. Pages, and the contact us page, that's the page where people could send you emails. And we're going to create one more page. As I was talking about earlier, by default, when you first set up your WordPress, they're going to have it arranged where all the posts that you create is going to show up right here. So I'm going to go to posts just to show an example. and click add new post. And so yeah, posts. This is usually where you're going to put all your content. Like if you're creating an article or if you do YouTube videos, usually you'll put it as a post. So let's refresh this. So yeah, it shows the post right here, and it's in chronological order. So every post that you create is going to be stacked on, and you could edit when the post was created, so you could change the date if you want to arrange it in a certain way. But that's the basic post. So what we want to do is have our home page be separate, and we're going to create one more page actually. So people could visit your post area, kind of like an archive. So let's create one more page. So I'll just name it blog, publish it. Cool. So now we're going to put all this together so it'll make a little bit more sense. And the first thing we're going to do is go to settings and reading. So by default, it's going to have your front page display your latest post, which is makes it look like this. And what we're going to do is click on create a static page, and we're going to click on the page that pages that we created. So for the front page, I have that be the home page. And for the post page that we created, the blog section. So let's go back to the pages. Maybe I didn't publish it. Yeah, draft. I want to actually publish this page. Go back to settings, reading. There it is. And click on blog. And so this is going to be the page that when people type in your domain, it's going to go to the home page. And from here, you could add, completely customize this page however you want. And if they wanted to visit the blog page, we're going to create a menu so they can visit all the other pages that we created. So go to Appearance, Menus, and we're going to create a menu. We'll call this Main. Will be the main menu. And I'm just going to add all the pages that we created. And set this as your primary menu. And what this does is whenever you create a new page or post, this menu is going to pop up and it's going to show on every single page in your website so they can navigate through your website. And I'm just going to reorder this. So home page, Yeah, that should be good. So homepage, blog, about us, contact. It's going to read left to right. So click save the page, and you could add other things to the menu. If you create a certain post you want to showcase, or if you have a certain link, so when they click it, they'll be taken to that link. And there's categories. So we're just using the basic pages to set up our menu. And now there should be a menu that pops up right here, and it'll show all the pages that we created. So I'm going to refresh this. There it is. So that's our menu. Can go to the blog. So the blog page is showing all the posts that we created. So whenever you make a post, it's going to be added to this blog page. The About Us section is going to be where you put in information about your website, and the Contact Us, so people could send you emails. And then back to the home page, where you could put anything you want on your home page. A good home page is just helps people get directed to where they want to go in your website, or if there's anything in particular that you want any new person who visits your website to see immediately. For some themes, you could get rid of the sidebar right here. So again, you do want to explore with different themes, because it'll make your website look entirely different depending on what theme you use. So this is just, again, the default theme, and this is mostly made for blog websites. So yeah, that's pretty much the basics of creating your WordPress website. Now I'm just going to show a few extra things that you might want to know. So yeah, for permalinks, generally what you want to do, instead of setting it by default, which is this custom structure, you want to click on the post name. And so when people visit certain pages or posts, you want the extension name to be the title of whatever that page or post is. It just makes it, it's called SEO, where it's like search engine friendly. So people type in that into Google, it'll bring up that specific page or post for your website, and it just makes it easier to remember instead of like something like this where it's, I don't know, this is hard to remember. You just want it simple like this. And trying to think if there's any other good plugins I should be showing you guys. So this WP Super Cache, this is pretty good to install. It helps speed up your website's load times. But I'll explain how to do that in another video. Yoast, this is a good plugin to use if, again, if you want to have a search engine friendly website. So it helps rank your pages in Google or any other search engine. Yeah, so basically, that's pretty much the basics of creating a website. From here, it's up to you how you want to customize your website. Uh, Something that you might want to do is set up analytics. So, uh, yeah, I don't know. That might take a little while to explain, but anyways, I think this is good for today. Just like the basics from purchasing a domain, connecting it to your hosting account, and just setting up the pages and posts. So yeah, I think that's good for today. Sorry about the kind of little break where yeah, the website just wasn't loading properly. I thought it was working earlier. I don't know why it was setting up to the redirect, but yeah. Next, I'm gonna show how to set up the Google Analytics, and uh, what that'll do is it'll be able to tell you how many people are actually visiting your website, and that's really important, especially if you're trying to create a website for business, and you want to make sure you know how much traffic you're getting, and that way you know whether or not your website is actually reaching people, which is the more people you reach, the better position you're in for your website. And yeah, that's the ultimate goal. So from here, you could start blogging and adding pictures and other things. So thank you for watching this tutorial. And yeah, it's my first one. So hopefully in the future, I'll try to set up a email an email list. So that way I could send you guys newsletters or anything like that. Uh, I'll upload this video to YouTube. And again, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.